Welcome back to Two Witches Talking with Megan and Morgan. I'm Megan and I'm here with my lovely co-host Morgan.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm being productive.
Nice.
So I'm getting lots of shit done and I'm trying to
hmm
call in the autumn. Yeah,
Yes.
I figured if
I
I
love that.
dress kind of autumnish, then I can pull it in because I am a
I love
witch.
it. Yes. Yes. And honestly, I think we're all trying to pull it in. So, yeah. I mean, it's going to work.
Oh, the only thing I'm missing, I should go get a pumpkin spice latte to really seal
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
those vibes.
Yep. I got a bag of pumpkin spice coffee at the store this week. So I'm like, but I've
Yes.
been like, I had like a cinnamon stick in my coffee this morning, and I've been putting in like spices and all that because I'm like, it's time.
Yes.
It's time.
I agree.
Yeah. And we are recording this week. So when folks hear it, literally, we recorded this yesterday. So if you're listening on Thursday, today's Wednesday.
I know.
So yeah.
I love the just being able to switch stuff around so quickly and
Yeah.
so that we can be topical if like something has come up or if we want to talk about something. I love that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And today we're talking about eclipse season. And so this is coming out right before our first of two eclipses. And we both took notes.
We both have notes.
Yay! Which is so not typical for
Uh-uh.
us, but should be really interesting for y'all as their listeners. So, yeah. Do you want to start first since you brought the topic to the microphones today, so to speak?
I will. Okay, so the first thing that I learned about eclipse season is that it's not a like I thought that eclipse season lasted months and months and months, and it does not. It lasts for about a month ish, and it happens twice a year.
Yeah.
So it's not like back to back, or it's not like the summer months, or like the summer season is also eclipse season. So when you hear eclipse season, it's literally 1 month and it happens twice a year.
Yeah. Yeah. And it includes just like 2 or 3 moons
Yes.
at most. Like that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I love about it too is because I'm just like this year, I've just been really big into like seasonality and really making sure that I'm like tapping into the seasons, tapping into the astrological seasons and all this. And it's like a micro season. It's like 4 weeks of like a little bit different energy, just like right in the middle of everything else we're doing. So I just think it's really cool to have that kind of micro season vibe in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I do want to clear up, a little witchy hot take, if you will. People are like, it's gonna be a lunar eclipse and a blood moon this weekend. And it's like, yeah, that's why it's called blood moon, is because it's the lunar eclipse makes it look reddish like the blood moon. So
That's the
just
last one of the last things I wrote down too.
I love that. Of
Yeah.
course you did. Because I was like, people are talking about it as being a blood moon. And I'm like, okay, like, we have like the strawberry moon, the sturgeon moon, the worm moon, all this. I'm like, is there one like that's actually called the blood moon? No. It means that it's a lunar eclipse.
We did have one then. It wasn't last year. Oh my God. It had to have been probably 3 or 4 years ago. We had one in October.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
That was cool.
I remember our Megan here had done a Book of Shadows page on the blood moon in October. Because that was pretty
Yeah.
cool to have
That
had
was. Yeah.
like a lunar eclipse in the witchy month. And so, and
Yes.
if I remember correctly, it was a full for most of the people in the United States. I think it was a full lunar eclipse. So like the moon
Yeah.
goes real red.
It does. And I
Yeah.
love that. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. So yeah, that's like the fun facts. I feel like because I literally on this page, blood moon is lunar eclipse. Season happens twice a year, 2 to 3 moons. Like literally, like
Yay.
so samesies, same.
I did write down that the first one, so we've had one already this year in 2025, and that was in March. And so September is like this month is the next eclipse season.
Yeah.
But the energy for eclipse seasons, don't they, like the reason that eclipse seasons are mentioned so much or brought up so much is because, well, number one, eclipses just shake shit up. But number two, it's basically kind of like a portal, I guess, because like the energy of that, like we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. So doesn't like things that are shaken up during that full moon last for the next 6 months until the new moon in Pisces, right? Isn't that?
Yeah, but that's just kind of like, that's how I look at the moons themselves. So
Yeah.
like any full moon in Pisces would be then to the new moon in Pisces to the full moon in Pisces, so on and so forth. But yeah, so I dug into like some of the really deep stuff. So this time last year we had a lunar eclipse in Pisces. And so it's like stuff that was happening last year. And this is yet another reminder to myself and any other witch listening that neglects their journaling like I do. This is why journaling is so, so great, because I would be able to go back to this time last year and be like, what were the themes? What was going on? What was I working on? All that. I know. Because that's coming around now. And then it's going to come around again in 2027.
Okay.
So, there's those alignments with those eclipses. But I also feel like some of the things we started like 6 months ago around the first eclipse season of the year, I feel like there's a connection point there.
Okay.
I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, and I think when I was reading too, it was more I think the new moon solar eclipse that's happening at the second half of the month, that starts a 6 month kind of shake up.
Yeah.
That starts a little bit more of a shake up with like your structures and stuff like that. That's what I was reading. So I just didn't know if it was like a 6 month type thing, like full moon to new moon and then new moon to full moon, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, what is interesting too is as I was researching these specific placements, I'm like, oh, this is the full moon that I talk about that rarely do you actually want to release stuff on. And it is with those full moon lunar eclipses, because it's kind of like an ending of things.
Yes.
It's an end of a cycle. And so, then we get into, this is going to blow everybody's mind. So we got a blood moon because it's a lunar eclipse on the 7th, but then our September 21st solar eclipse in Virgo is a new moon, and it is the black moon because it is the second new moon in the astrological month. But it's happening at like 28, 29 degrees Virgo, so the very end of Virgo. So stuff you put into action a couple weeks ago is going to hit like a little like boost or completion point.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm like, yes, let's do it.
I think we should, within the first 10 minutes of the episode to clarify that I am a firm believer that you should practice magic during eclipses. I don't think that you should listen to the people on Witch Talk that tell you don't ever cast during an eclipse. Like, oh my God, you don't want to ever do magic during an eclipse. I say to those people, they don't know how to have fun. What you have to understand is that lunar or solar eclipse is going to be chaotic, okay? Eclipses come in to shake shit up, to help you transform.
Right.
So as long as you understand this, you can figure out what to do about it or how to work with it. And I think a great analogy for this is if you go to an amusement park and you see that roller coaster that has 87 loops in it, you can decide at that moment, all right, if I go on this, I can either go on this or I cannot go on this. So you know it's going to be fucking crazy. Right. So if you're like, okay, I'm going to go on this, you can decide to either hold on tight and not, do anything, or you could decide to put your arms out and go, where the fuck are we going? Let's have fun. And that's eclipse season. So you have two choices, either ride the eclipse or don't ride the eclipse. That's fine. And then if you decide you're going to go for it, either it's not great to clamp down and try to force things. It's better to just put your arms up and be like, all right, where are we going, Eclipse? Just show me the way.
I tell you what, I am going to be making some moon water with this eclipse for the intention of having it on hand for causing some chaos.
Yes.
So I think it goes along with pretty much any other type of magic that you're working. It's like, and we've talked about it, it's on the Ancient Grimoire blog, like magic that comes with a warning label, or like trickster magic or whatever. And it's like, okay, if you're gonna practice baneful magic and maybe you're gonna put somebody in a jar, like there are results that come from that. Like I didn't even want to say consequences. There are results from working with a lunar or solar eclipse. There just are. And some of those results are really, really freaking chaotic. But maybe that's what you need. Because with this one in Pisces, like it's going to kind of shake up how we think about things. And like literally I saw multiple places. It was like, it's going to call into question any delusions you might have. And I'm like, delusions? That's a big word, but it's true, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like, it's going to call you to tap into your intuition. It's going to call you to tap into your creativity, but also it's going to be like, are you being a martyr, sweetheart? Because you don't need to. You do not need to sacrifice yourself on anybody's altar.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that.
I've found too, for me at least, lunar eclipses shake up things internally.
Mm-hmm.
And solar eclipses, for me, shake up things in my environment. And that's what I've found. So for me, I almost prefer lunar eclipses just because you end up, like I've gotten lost. I think I told the story on this podcast in the past, maybe. I don't know. But I went to do a meditation during a full lunar eclipse one time. And I could have sworn that I was gone for about 5 minutes. And I literally fell into this void in the meditation, and I like peeled my skin off like a snake, or I had like a shedding. It was so amazing. And then I got done and I went and found Colin because they had set the telescope up because it was a few years ago. So it was the full lunar eclipse. And he's like, where have you been? You've been gone for 30 minutes. And I'm like, what? I've been gone for 5, maybe 10 at the most. And he's like, no, honey, you've been gone for 30 minutes.
Wow.
So that to me is lunar eclipse. That sums up a lot of, whereas for me, solar eclipses, shit happens around me that I have to like juggle or ping pong back and forth.
Yeah. And that makes sense, right? Because the solar eclipse falls on the new moon, and that's beginning, that's initiation, that is energizing after shadow work, after dark moon energy, all that. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And this one's going to be big too, y'all. So I don't know what you found, but I found with the Virgo new moon, it's gonna be a lot of big clarity, and unexplored potential is gonna come forth, and doors opening for us, which I feel like 2025 is a year we need some good doors opened.
Yes.
So, which is really exciting. And again, like in alignment with that, like doors opening where they were previously closed off to you, that's external. That's other people in a lot of ways. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that kind of confirms that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I had read too that, well, it's a black moon too. So that's kind of cool. Like I think it would be a great time to set some not like once in a lifetime type goals, but like goals that you may think are a stretch, because it's got that black moon energy, which we don't have all the time. But when I was researching about it, because Virgo is an earth sign, it's might shake up your structures a little bit, the structures you've put in place either for your goals or for responsibilities, and like, you know, are your structures too flimsy? Are your structures too rigid? Are you using structures to escape reality or to procrastinate? Or should you put structures in place to not procrastinate and stuff like that? So
And with it being the black moon, so it's closely tied to the Virgo new moon that we just had a couple of weeks ago. And so that moon, if I'm recalling correctly, was a lot about like setting those intentions for structure, really wanting to dig down into that. And so it's a nice time to like check up on those intentions, like how has that started to manifest for you? But then yeah, like get bold, man. Just like go for it, because Virgo energy is such a hard worker. Like it's not quite as hardworking as Capricorn, but it's so grounded, it's hardworking, it's organized in a way that a lot of the other signs aren't. Like there's patterns that become aware to us when we're in that big Virgo energy, that big VE. And yeah, so go big or go home.
And that's the new moon solar eclipse on the 21st.
Yeah.
What else did you have about, because since this is going to come out tomorrow, I mean, we have to talk about, is it this weekend's? Is it this weekend?
It's this weekend's. Yeah. It's, as I turn around to look at my calendar, it's the 7th. Yes. So okay. It's Sunday. So I haven't like dug into all of the stuff yet, like for the blog. But yeah, we're a lot of themes of around creativity, idealism. So Pisces is real like head in the clouds. So if you have also been like ungrounded and way up here, you might feel more of that. Sorry. Again, like looking at those delusions that you might have, looking at where you're playing the martyr, or like, this is not saying you haven't been a victim of things. I want to make that super clear, but like, where are you taking on that victim mentality?
Yeah.
Which is something completely different. But yeah, and it's just like, it's a time for plot twists, like big ass shifts.
Well, plot twist, I'm actually telling everyone that this is the full moon you do release under.
That is a plot twist. I know. Yeah.
This is the full moon where you want to release especially emotional baggage. Or if you have felt spiritually or intuitively blocked, it's time to release those. And because it is the full moon in Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac, there could be a lot of completions or closures.
Yeah.
So this could be where the doors close. Like if you're trying to go down a path you shouldn't be, the door may slam in your face with this eclipse.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing that's interesting is it's actually a lunar north node eclipse in Pisces. And so the north node is kind of thought of as like the head of the dragon. And so if you think about a very hungry dragon, we might be experiencing vibes of like restlessness, of hunger, like just like craving for something, ambition as well, which is a really interesting dichotomy there that I feel like is just the undercurrent of the sun sign of Virgo that we're in, because Pisces doesn't tend to be ravenous and relentless and ambitious, but it is right now. So pay attention to what is really capturing your attention. Like pay attention to those like sensual experiences with food or scenery or art or whatever. Like, what is that? And journal about it. Your reminder to journal.
And I know I just sent you this morning, I'm going to do a little shout out to Sabrina Lind, who runs the Rewilding podcast, and she can be found on Instagram, Rewilding for Women, I think is her handle on Instagram. Yeah. She talked about on her podcast this week, there's like, because I don't understand the goddesses that come into play astrologically.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
It's a lot.
Okay, it is.
Astrology is like, I don't understand a lot of that. Astrology is like its own language where there's nuance and weird patterns, and you could just devote your entire life to it. Yeah. And a lot of people have.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, she talks about this specific lunar eclipse this weekend too. There's an alignment with like Black Moon Lilith and Hecate, which she was just saying on her podcast over and over. She's like, do witchy shit this weekend. Like,
nice.
pull your oracle cards, like do divination, connect with your goddesses, especially if you honor any dark goddesses, like Hecate, the Morrigan, Kali, any of those, Lilith. She said connect with them this weekend under the full moon as well. And she was like, because this is almost like a dark feminine rising that's happening.
Okay.
I know.
Loving
I was
that.
like,
yeah.
I love that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Well, and I think that that's really interesting. Like, I'm not going to get into current events, but if y'all are paying attention to current events, there's a lot of feminine rising right now and feminine standing up for themselves and other women. And it's really cool. There's actually a friend of mine posted a video. She's a medium, and she posted a video online she was talking about an article in like the New York Times or some like big publication like that. And it was like how to be the kind of man a woman wants to marry. And she was like, this is a canary in a coal mine for the patriarchy, because it's not how to please him in bed, how to be a great wife for him, all like the cosmos stuff, right? It's how to be the kind of man a woman wants to marry. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that is a far cry from the lovely articles I've seen from the 50s.
Oh, yeah. But even like when you and I were growing up in the 90s, like I know like Cosmo and not Vanity Fair, because it's a little more intellectual than that, but like Cosmo, and there was another one, Vogue. And it would just be like all over the front cover. It's like, this is what he likes. Make yourself irresistible for him.
And quizzes.
So we're seeing
on
that
like
shift.
How do you please him? Like then there were quizzes.
Yes.
Yeah, stupid fucking quizzes. Yeah.
I know. So I'm like, okay, this is a shift.
Yeah, I like that.
I do too. So I can't help but like notice that and a bunch of other stuff that's happening like literally this week as we approach this eclipse that's in Pisces, that I want to say is ruled by Venus. I think.
That sounds right. Again, astrology is its own language.
I know.
And...
I'm looking it up. Pisces.
That sounds right.
Oh, Neptune.
Neptune. Oh, no, that sounds right too.
Yeah, it's Jupiter and Neptune. That's right.
Okay.
I was wrong. But yeah, Neptune, it's the depths, right? So
you're going to be making eclipse water this weekend with the full moon?
Yeah.
Or both?
I think, well, definitely with the full moon.
Okay.
I might do it with the new moon.
And
why not?
If people were to not want to like flat out do spells, what do you think? Like definitely journaling, I would say, because like you, if we all journaled more, then we would know where we were 6 months ago. Like,
I know.
Maybe I should just start podcasting about my like.
There you go.
Like, because that's how I figured out my psychic journey, was because I had done podcast episodes. I forget to journal though, so maybe
I know
I
have to be more intentional with that. Well, so journaling is great. Like honestly, like a ritual bath or ritual shower would be cool, because I am of the opinion that it's like, if you want to put things out under the moonlight to charge, like that's just adding extra intention to it. But the moon affects the waves of our planet, so it can affect the water you're lying in the bath or in the shower. So that's fun, especially if you just need if you need change, if you feel stuck, like just do that, or go stand under the eclipse moon, and just with the trust and protection of your guides and your goddesses and all that, and just let that change come on in. Because I think the biggest challenge that we have with change is when we want to control it and we want to clamp down. And so opening us up to possibility for change is really good. And I love your idea and what you were saying you do, like when you have like tea out with the moon and like you sit so that the moonlight is shining in your tea.
Yeah, that's
that'd be
what I
good
was.
for the full moon.
Yeah, that's what I was taught for the Avalon. So you tilt your teacup or your mug or whatever to
Yeah.
so that the full moon reflects in it, and then it
I love
absorbs the energy
I
into
love
the
that.
yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
I know.
That's so cool. But yeah, I mean, I think like you were saying, like it's gonna be a real witchy moon. I mean, it's a witchy moon anyway as an eclipse, but it's gonna be really witchy this time. So yeah, divination, scrying, pull your cards out, like hang out with your girlfriends or your sisters or your daughters, your mom or whatever. Like get around some just good feminine energy. You don't have to do anything magical. That in and of itself is magical.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. What are you gonna do for the eclipse? Do you know?
A journal, definitely.
I know.
Because I mean, I've just been going through so much lately anyway that I would be nice to not only kind of chronicle, but I've found out the importance of letting go. Like when you try to control things, that's especially like with anxiety, when you try to control anxiety, you ruin your night or
It's true.
the whole day, or it spills over into the weekend. And if you just let yourself go, let yourself have that panic attack, you'll get it done and over with, and then your body resets itself and you get to enjoy your time. So I'm excited. I'm excited for everything though. I'm a weirdo that looks forward to retrogrades because I'm like, what are you going to uncover? Let's fucking do it. I don't care.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yes, and we are in retrograde season too still. So, it's just we're peeling back the layers, man.
Yeah. Well, see, what is it? Uranus retrograde starts the day before this lunar eclipse.
Oh, that's right. I don't know. Let me pull out my Goddess Creations planner.
Yeah. So the good thing about Uranus retrograde is the fact that when Uranus is going in its normal thing, that's when it's shaking shit up. So when it goes retrograde, it's going to still, you're going to be going through changes and transformations, but they're a little slower. So you're not like thrown into the cauldron, the boiling, bubbling cauldron. You can like just stick a toe in and be like, all right, let's adjust to this. So that's why I'm kind of looking forward to Uranus retrograde, because let me tell you, me and Uranus got to have a talk about all this fucking shit that it's thrown me into the deep end.
I know. Well, what I love about it too, though, is it is also a very slow moving retrograde. Yes. So it's not like you're gonna get whiplash from it. No. So, no. Yeah. It's actually pretty nurturing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward to, the day before.
Yes.
So things are going to slow down a little bit, especially if you feel like you've been like a freaking or what is the little, not a ping pong table, but pinball machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's been a damn pinball machine.
I know.
That should slow down here.
I know. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, do you have anything else in your notes?
The only other thing I have is because I never keep them straight. I did write it down if anybody is a nerd. So a lunar eclipse, which is what's coming up this weekend, is when the Earth goes between the sun and moon. So you have moon, Earth, sun. Yeah. And what you're seeing on the moon, the blood, is the Earth shadow. Yeah. And that's what I always have to, like, so many things I could fire off, but the minute somebody goes, well, what's a lunar eclipse? I'm like, I have to think really hard and come on. And so a solar eclipse is when the moon comes in between the Earth and the sun. So that's why you can see the solar eclipse when we have a full one, which we haven't had a full one in a couple of years, right?
We had I was in the path of totality a couple years ago, so like I had a full one.
Yeah, but that's when you have to wear the little sunglasses and they tell you not to stare directly at it. But lunar eclipse happens at night, and it's where, for me, I also like to tell people, you get every moon phase in one night. So if you want to release and then draw to you and then power up, and then you technically have every moon phase in one night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
It's true. I love that. Yeah. And this is a great time also, like, because we talk a lot about like release, release, release. Also, when you're releasing, celebrate what you have done so far this year, what you've done since this time last year, your accomplishments, your spiritual practice, anything. Like maybe you're on a fitness journey and you've remained really dedicated to that. That's something to celebrate. So celebrate those as you're releasing. Yeah, and be on the lookout because the moon may say, oh yeah, that thing you've been avoiding, it's right here. That might be one of your plot twists to kind of come back full circle on that. So
I'm all about a plot twist. I'm sorry. I don't even care if it's in life. I'm all about a plot twist.
I am too. Like, let's do it. Let's figure it out.
I think that's why we're true Aquarians, because we're like, fuck it. Is that going to shake things up? Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'll help. Like, let's go. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Ooh, good topic.
I love it.
Now I'm like even more excited for it. Like, this is so cool.
Hopefully that's what we did with this episode, is get people excited about eclipse season, because it shouldn't be feared. There's so much fear on witch talk.
There is.
So
there really is.
Don't listen when people are like, don't ever do anything under an eclipse. Like, do it all if you want to. Yeah. If you don't,
the thing is, exactly. And, I'm going to borrow a phrase and say, you are the magic. And you bring the magic, you bring the intention, all of that. And if you just want to ignore the moon, you can do that too. That's fine.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Huge news. Pizza Hut, which I feel like they could have picked a better pizza place, but that's my personal opinion. Pizza Hut just announced they're naming a pizza after you. Which 3 toppings are on it?
Are we going literal? Because, like, I eat a pepperoni, mushroom, and, like, onion, but that's not fun at all. So, are we putting, like, gummy worms on it? Like, are we going crazy? I think we should do a
literal one, and then we should do a fantasy one. Yeah. So what's your literal one?
I don't ever get it. Pepperoni and mushroom, and then sometimes I'll add onion, because nobody else in my family eats mushrooms, so I can never get mushrooms on a pizza unless we're doing the pizza here.
Guess what? I'm going to be there in like a month. And my actual real pizza would be pepperoni, mushroom, and sausage. So I love mushrooms. We could do onion instead.
Okay. Woohoo! Yeah.
So those are our real ones. So what about our fantasy ones?
Coffee, dark chocolate, and probably just a sprinkle of cinnamon.
Okay, so like a savory, like a sweet.
Yeah. Those are the 3. Yeah, have you ever seen the posts on social media where it's like, in order to, like, if you were creating a pinnacle to summon me, these are the things you would use? Yeah, that's always, I'm like, you have to have, it used to be sushi too, but I haven't been able to eat sushi in a couple of months now. But yeah, so mine's coffee, dark chocolate, and a peanut butter. Never mind, I'm going peanut butter. Oh, so those are my 3 toppings.
Okay. So I want to build like a taco pizza. In all seriousness, I don't know. Do y'all have Cece's Pizza out there?
I think we have one. No, I think we have. I've been to a Cece's Pizza. I just don't know where.
So you get the whole buffet vibe. Well, there was a taco pizza that they used to have at Cece's, and I loved it. It was so good. So yeah, I'd probably do like salsa, cheddar cheese, and then when you bring it out of the oven, iceberg lettuce.
That's good.
A little taco pizza.
I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know. And then we can have yours for dessert. I love it. So awesome. All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in this week. Again, y'all are amazing. Swing by YouTube on the Ink Goddess Creations channel to check out videos, or swing over to Patreon. You can join for free. You see all the videos there. I did post this week a snippet from last week's episode that we were a little wary about sharing on like a social media feed. So it went over there because we were talking about vibrators. So, so if you just want to see our faces and that. And yeah, so follow us on Instagram, Two Witches Talking, and send in your spells gone right, spells gone wrong, witchy confessions, fun ideas. We would love like ghost stories or spooky stories as we get closer to Samhain and Halloween. So send those in too at Two Witches Talking Pod, POD, at gmail.com. And that comes right into our inbox and we read each and every one. So thank you so much. All right. Thanks again, y'all. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.